Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Amjad. Hiya, Tracy. Hiya, Tim. Hiya, Lee. Hiya, Laurie. How are you?
Laura's here.
Have got everybody?
Me.
Oh, you're only over there.
Oh, you left out.
What do you mean you feel left out? Hi, Scotty. How are you?
Hello, Scotty.
You'll see. Oh, dear. It's nice to see you, Laurie. Just a simple recipe this evening. Yeah. Tracy's sort of... Hi, Jackie. How are you? Tracy's sort of still in a lot of pain. Bless her. But she wanted to bake tonight. I says, I totally understand if you don't want to bake, you know. But she says, yeah, I want to bake. She hadn't baked. She didn't bake last week. I was on my own last week. So, yeah. So I'm going to put the link in. And as I always say, that is, I Brissy, that is for Tracy's benefit only. What I will do is, after the baking's over, I'll put the link in, I'll pin it, and we'll have a panel. So, yeah. Sorry, I haven't been in touch, Laurie, because I know you had a bereavement. So, you know, it was one of these things where, you know, yeah, I didn't want to intrude on your privacy, if you know what I mean. So, but anyway, so we're just waiting for Tracy. I have said to her, I says, if you need to, just pull your chair up and do it sitting down. I mean, I'm sitting down. I couldn't stand up for all that time. So anyway, yeah. And it's one of these things where, hi, Tracy.
Yeah.
You know, I was just saying, you know, we find these ways to improvise. You know, I'm sitting down. I've said to Tracy, you know, just pull your chair over, you know, sit there. You know, it's not a complicated recipe. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you know what I mean? It's all about improvisation, isn't it, really?
It is. I thought, well, I'm not leaving another week out. I want to do some baking.
It's driving her nuts not being able to bake.
I can actually do it on my own, you know what I mean? But it's not the same. I like to bake for you. But if I can't.
Yeah. I mean, Laura's in chat, so yeah, I mean, when you're ready, Laura, just message me, and I hadn't sort of thought that far ahead as to what we're making next week, so you know what I'm like. I mean, I sent Tracy about 3 or 4 recipes and then changed my mind.
And I couldn't find no bananas.
Oh.
My Tesco's.
But it does say ripened. Now, I'll send you a recipe for next week then, Laurie. And I says to Tracy, I says, well, I've seen it out where if your bananas aren't quite ripe, you can put them in oven, you know. But there's one downfall with that is, like, you've got to time it to perfection. Otherwise, you're just going to have a everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I know Brissy Boy in particular, because he likes anything, banana, you know, banana chocolate loaf cake.
I got some bananas, made what we were all brown on outside, so I thought that's ripe enough, I think.
Yeah. Well, all I've done, Tracy, I mean, mine weren't like
Well,
what
not
you call
really bad.
ripened. I've had them since Saturday, but I just chucked them in my food processor.
It said squash them or something, squash them with a fork. But what I've done is I didn't know what you were going to do it on live or if you've already prepared yours.
Oh, well, I've done mine at a time. Yeah.
Oh well, I am. You see, so I can just do it with fork.
For easiest.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even use your paste, your pastry thingamajig.
Yeah.
So I'm ready when you are, Tracy. Just right before we start, just let me know if you need to have a sit down.
Oh, fine, I'm fine, Molly.
Yeah, are you sure? Now,
yeah.
Just say to me, I'm
I've
just
got a chair here. Where my bowl is in a minute when you see me. I've got a kitchen chair what goes with the table, so I'm going to sit on the chair.
Good idea there.
Because it's right low, and I'll be like
because I did message Tracy and I says, if you need to sit down to do it, Tracy, sit down to do it. I says to Johnny, I can't believe they manipulated your foot like that without getting you any pain relief. I'd have been crawling. It was me.
Oh, they have given me some. I've got my own pain relief. And what he said, what medication are you on, sort of thing. So I said, it's the croak. Oh, what is it? I can't say it. It's got caffeine in it. And they've got that other drug in, what's highly drug. That's why if I take them like I'm supposed to do, Johnny wouldn't see me, neither would Gina.
I'm on about when they were manipulating your foot and trying
I'll be in Noddyland. So I just take it when I can't really stand it anymore, like 2 in the morning and 2 in the night.
I'd have been, when you said earlier on, they were like pushing it up and pushing it down and bending it.
The wall. I was crying. They would give me something to put in my mouth to bite like a sponge on.
I know. I can't believe that they didn't get any pain relief for that.
It's having me do this now to you. Oh, it's fatal. Because your ankle's seized and you shouldn't have had that boot on for all this time.
I know. Oh God.
It's the boot's fault while my ankle's seized up.
I can't believe you must have been in excruciating pain.
It's all up to my knee, like I said. Do you know, like I've got the boot off for over since last Thursday.
Yeah.
Coming, it'll be a week without that boot to walk. It's to go home, put your trainers on, chuck that in the bin, burn it. It's no good for you.
Yeah, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I to go like with a trainer, not with no lace. I'll show you a little bit before we start, if you want. That's my bad foot. Hold on.
Oh yeah, about
having to see how close it all together.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah, you've had to improvise with your trainer.
Yeah. And then this one is all tightened. Our trainer should be. Where's this camera?
But yeah.
That's all thingy. That one. That's all how it should be. But that one I can't even tighten.
You can see it. It's
it goes all the way up my ankle, past my shin to my knee. The swelling.
I'm going to say you can see it's really swollen up.
So since he's done all that, what he had to do, and then I've got no support just with his trainer. I've done what he said now. But I haven't been nowhere apart from my gate and my corner shop because I feel as if I'm going to fall over.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't offered you some physiotherapy.
I know, they didn't say no. He just said if you will get some swelling, I will tell you that. But if I'm going down by a few days or a week, go to your doctor. So I'm going to have to get in touch with doctors now in the morning.
Yeah.
Nearly a week Thursday.
You want your oven on gas mark for 350. Hi, Crypto. How are you? So yeah, it says you need 3 ripe bananas, and it says mash the bananas in a large bowl using a fork. Well, I've already mashed mine, so I've sort of done a Laurie and yeah.
Okay. I can catch up, Jeanette. I can see you and that. And I can
no worries, Tracy. Don't worry about it. You'll take your time and go at your own pace. You know what I mean?
I've had Keener at football tonight, and I've had to make tea as well. So I just thought, I'll do this.
Laurie's laughing at that because I says I've done a Laurie and thinking ahead.
Yeah. Can everybody see I've got my camera out here?
But yeah. Well, you see, I did mine at food processor and I thought, well, I can't have food processor going, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I did mine.
Can I have a look how your paste is? Does it have to be lumpy or?
It don't really matter because we're going to mix it in a minute.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that's all.
I sort of didn't do it to a thing, but there is still sort of like pieces of banana in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right. So into this, you need. I'm glad I made my hand tested on Friday. Half a cup of vegetable oil. Hiya, Edward. How are you? Hiya, Bria.
Hi, everyone.
And you want quarter of a cup of milk. And teaspoon of vanilla extract. Hiya, Joelle.
Hello, Joel.
One large egg.
Hi, Joelle.
And half a cup of sugar. No, don't specify it's got to be caster sugar granulated. It just says half a cup of sugar. So basically, put anything in it. So we're going to whisk this together now. It is quite a quick recipe. So yeah, we're going to mix this together now. Hi, Tommy. How are you?
Hi, Tommy.
So that is it for the mixing bit. Because the rest you've got to fold in. See, it's as easy as that, Bristy. No excuses.
Get me spatula.
So yeah, so that's the mixture. Yeah, it does look a funny colour, but hey ho. So to this, you need 1 3/4 of a cup of plain flour, all-purpose, whatever you want to call it. So that's the flour. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make mine a bit fancy, and I'm going to melt some white chocolate, and I've got some orange food colouring, so I'm going to jazz mine up a little bit. So as well to this, you need a tablespoon of baking powder.
Yeah, I already put mine inside flour and give it a mixed up. I wasn't prepared.
Oh yeah, I mean I normally do, Tracy, but it sort of slipped my mind. So yeah, we've just got to fold this together now with a spatula. So yeah, The chocolate bit is coming soon. So yeah, the thing is, you mix it until it's just combined. Hi, partner, how are you? So yeah, you know, you mix it until it's just combined. And it does say sort of like do not overmix. So there you go. So yeah, once you've not got any streaks of flour left, then you know it's mixed. Hi, Kath, if you're there.
Yes, I think she just nipped upstairs.
Oh well. But I don't know whether you noticed about this. It's not got no butter in it, so that's where your vegetable oil comes into it. Yeah. That is the replacement for your butter. So now it does say it makes 12. And hi, Raphael, how are you? It does make 12. Now you know the Dr. Oetker muffin cases that I bought.
Oh yeah, I got them.
That's what I'm using.
Yeah, I am Dr. Oetker. Then have you got the rainbow coloured ones? Dr.
No,
Oetker.
I've just got the plain white ones. I bought a box full, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
I love bananas, but am I not the only one? No, yeah. It's the fact that it's a banana chocolate chip muffin. So simple. And this is what I'm trying to sort of get across to Brissy. That were, you know, that's basically as next step is the chocolate chips. So I'm sort of just trying to encourage.
Well, Jeanette, I couldn't get any chocolate chips at all today.
Yeah.
So I've got something else to put in, and I'm breaking them up a little bit more now. I had to get some twirl bites.
All right, yeah.
But they are a bit big. They're like that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I am breaking them up to make them into small chunks.
Well, I've got to admit, it said I always convert it. It says 3/4 of a cup of chocolate chips or chunks. Now I do a conversion, and it 120.
Yeah.
But I must admit, I've put a few more in here.
And that's what I'm putting.
I like, you know, I like them that, you know, it's got plenty of chocolate chips. Might not use them all, don't get me wrong.
I'm going to use all mine.
So yeah, I'm just going to put like half of them in for now.
And just stir it up, yeah.
And just fold them in.
When you told me that you were putting some white chocolate on top, I thought, oh, that's different. And I've got some chocolate in because you know when I was going to do the other one with you, but I didn't.
Oh yeah, the cosmic brownies last week.
Yeah, well, I've already got the white chocolate already, but I'm still I haven't made them yet. But I'm going to have a go. So
yeah. You've got recipe. That's the thing, Tracy. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean. You can.
Yeah. So mine's chocolate bites. I mean twirls. I can't get the ones what you've got.
So yeah, I'm just going to put a few more in. Not saying I'm. Oh, sorry, I'm putting them all in.
yeah, put them all in, love.
Sorry, I'm putting them all in.
I don't know if I've got enough in.
How many's in the bag, Trey? What's weighted bag?
That's what I wanted to find out. Where do you get your grams in this bag? Because I can't.
It should be on back somewhere.
Oh no, that just says 100%. 100% something cocoa.
Put it near camera. Let me have a look.
Oh, the 100 grams. I've just seen it now. 109 grams. But I've cut them up, chopped them up. So
Jeanette's all in. Yeah.
I'll have enough for chocolate.
I thought, sod it. I may as well
Because I have
No.
got some other chocolate I can just drop in with it, but they're, like I said,
They
it's
looked
not
a bit lonely, rest of them in that dish, so I thought, sod it up, put them all in.
like crumbs.
See, the only thing that I find as well with things like this is there's chocolate chunks tend to drop at bottom when you've baked them.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people say to coat your chunks or whatever you're using.
Oh, yeah, in flour. Oh, never mind. It should be all right, shouldn't it?
Crypto says the more the better.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I've got no flour underneath, but no.
You see, I always convert it crypto, and that's and it were 120 grams. Now, in a packet of them chocolate chips, there is 100 grams, and I thought, well, I'm still going to have to open another packet. So I thought, sod it, I'm putting them all in. Hi, Azy, how are you?
Easy.
So yeah, there's like 200 grams in there. But hey ho, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll have a bit more chocolate in your muffins. That's
yeah.
All. I'm sure it'll be. Do you know what I'm thinking of doing? One of mine. Do you know, my mum used to make something like this, and you can actually put custard on them, can't you? And eat it as a pudding.
Well, you can. It's all right.
I love the bun. Just like you just put your bun in a dish.
Definitely, Ralph. It says nothing will get wasted. I went, yeah, definitely.
Well, this I don't even need to use a spoon. I'm just gonna pour it in. I think.
I've got
a bowl. What I'm using. What's got like.
I've got a scoop, but it's the bigger than what I normally use.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the muffins, and it does say to fill each muffin case at least 3/4 full. Yeah. So there you go. So that's why I've got the bigger scoop. See, I'm just a bit with ears because I'm coming over at top. Hiya, Brissy.
That.
No, hiya, Kath. Did I say? Yeah, not too bad, AZ. How's yourself? How's Kate? But yeah, you know what I'm like, Tracy. If something's plain, I like to jazz it up a little bit, and that's when I thought, well, I'll melt some white chocolate.
Yeah, I've got some white chocolate, so I might do the same.
But you see, I'm the cautious one. I don't like to fill them too much, if you know what I mean. But it does say to fill them 3/4. But the thing is, it's plain flour. It's got baking powder in, so the baking powder obviously is a rising agent. So I've always got this fear that I'm going to get them out of the oven and they're going to be, gone mad and gone everywhere. But you can. It does say if you want the giant ones, obviously use the giant muffin cases.
That's what I
and just sort of like make 6. And I'm thinking, can you imagine us or Chris and Callum fighting over half a dozen muffins?
Well, if it won't win it there, it'll be Callum.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's like in this house, yeah, 6 is no good. It's just about made 12, Tracy.
Right.
And sort of with this last one, it's yeah.
Just leave it there.
So yeah, that's it all gone.
I had to stop because I had only half of a gun case. I had to find some other gun case. I don't know
Just, it would be, partners. It says bum fight at the OK Corral, yeah.
Mm.
And I'll be referee because it'll be Chris and Callum that's.
Not need one at the orange seconds.
Yeah. You know what Callum always says. He always says, "You snooze, you lose." So, what exactly that means is, you know, you've got to be faster than that, or get up early in the morning to, yeah.
That's so hot sliding.
Oh, did Flying Scotsman come through, Scotty? He said he had a certain steam train come through today.
Oh, was that petrol? I've been there.
Well, Scotty's in Devon, down Somerset. He's down Somerset. Scotty is.
Well, I've got a porta potty.
Yeah, so I think that's about it. I've sort of evened them out so they don't sort of go all over the place. Now, so now, it went Flying Scotsman. It went Nigel Gresley.
Oh, no, I'm not bothered.
That's up there with Flying Scotsman. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I've got a silicon pan. I've got it on a baking mat. So yeah, I'll just.
I do any steam chain will look awesome.
So yeah, that's the muffins, and it says bake for 20 to 25 minutes until the tops are golden brown and a toothpick inserted into the centre comes out clean. So I've gone middle for diddle and I've gone 23 minutes. So there you go. Come on.
Are you ready?
Yeah. It's too enthralled in football.
Right, no, that's Kevin De Bruyne.
I know, because I heard Callum.
Take him out. I taught him everything, though. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Do you mind?
No.
He's kicking table now.
I think I've got still clothes on, isn't it?
So yeah, basically, it's as simple as that. See, I told you it was simple, Brissy. They're going in oven now, and instead of sort of leaving them.
Ready?
Yeah. I must master it. I must master it. My life without me, my muffin is useless. Yeah, that as well, partner. But you see, the banana chocolate chip thing is one of Briss's favourites. So I'm trying to get through to him that it's that simple. Well, I won't know partners because I haven't seen Full Metal Jacket. I'm not a war filmy. So yeah. Just a quick update on Ivy next door. You know how I said she had ambulance?
Oh yeah.
They didn't take her in hospital. She'd had another fall, but they didn't take her in hospital.
Oh.
Oh. We're changing your name to Muffin Biscuit. So yeah. Because Chris actually were taking Biscuit this morning and he bumped into one of her carers. We see, I have to get his attention somehow, Raphael, because he's watching football. You know, as well as watching got my live stream on. Plus he's trying to watch football and he wears headphones. So the only way I can get his attention is to either whistle or throw something at him. But I didn't want to sort of, you know, throw something at him and catch him unawares. So next best thing is to whistle. Well, you don't always hear that anyway. But yeah.
Oh.
Sort of that's the story behind that, Raphael. You know, I have to get his attention somehow. And I'm not going to lift my top up and flash to him on a live stream, am I? It's Man City and Real Madrid.
Yeah, 1-1.
1-1.
You know, I said that we're going to get banned off Facebook for sharing so much.
Yeah, I've done.
I've done. Till tomorrow, 2:20. What's pointed having a share button if you can't use it?
Sheffield United aren't playing. That's it. They've.
No, we're in Champions League in a couple of seasons.
Yeah, it's Man City and Real Madrid, and it's 1-1.
Or should that be Championship? Our season's finished, Joel.
Yeah, see, their season's finished. When is it? When they're having open top busting?
Thursday.
Yeah, they're having like a what's it round Sheffield on an open top bus on Thursday.
I'm taking Callum will be away, stretcher behind him.
I told him, I says, because you see, last time they went, you know how he has this really bad anxiety and he has panic attacks and everything. Well, last time they went, Callum had one of his turns. So, yeah. So I were a bit dubious when our Callum says, "Oh, we're going into town on Thursday." And I says, "Why? What are you going into town for?" He says, "We're for this open top bus, you know, because they ride round city in an open top bus because we've got promoted, obviously."
Yeah.
And I went, "Now, are you sure? You know what happened last time?" And it's the crowds. That's what does it. It's the crowds.
Yeah. Oh,
I can't say that, can they? Remember what happened last time?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Tim. But yeah, so his adamant is going.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, I can remember that.
I am Joel. Come on, City.
But anyway, so I says to him, "Now, are you sure?" Blah blah. He says, "I'll stand it back." He says, "Where, you know, so long as I can see them, that's the main thing." And I think where it were before, they were sort of like near front, and they were like all crowds around him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's what did it. So, but I says to him, I says, "Now remember your breathing, and you know, if it gets too much for you, I says, just walk away." You know what I mean? But his adamant is going.
Yeah, yeah. Does he have an inhaler or a roll?
Eh?
Does it have an inhaler? What it can take?
No, it's panic attacks and anxiety and that does it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just in like crowded situations and sort of situations he can't control, let's say. But he it's like he had one other day when Chris and Callum took biscuit. But when he weren't very well, and because he couldn't breathe properly, he started panicking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what brings it on. Hi, Ruby, how are you?
Hello, Ruby.
Yeah, and it was cause they were outside. He couldn't catch his breath because he'd got this, cold and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's because he couldn't breathe properly and we're panicking.
Oh, bless him.
Honestly, Tracy, he's had some really bad, and when it gets really bad, he starts throwing up.
Oh.
Sorry to mention this on a baking live stream, but yeah, when the anxiety gets really bad, it makes him physically sick.
It will do.
But yeah, he's learned to cope with it, if you know what I mean, and control his with breathing and whatever.
Yeah.
Tony from Wales.
Hi, Tony.
Hello, Tony.
But yeah, he's learned to control it. But there's certain situations where it does get too much for him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I says to him, if I don't want it to set him off like he were a few years ago. You know what I mean? And I've told them everybody about this, about him not eating and sleeping and whatever. I don't want it to get that bad again. I says, remove yourself from situation. I says, if it gets too bad. So, but
if it's that what I meant, they can have just like he gets his own. If he loses his breath, he gets his own oxygen back by having a brown paper bag in his pocket.
Yeah. Well, I've told him about that, and I says, she's so Ruby. She's had a boot off, but her ankle had seized, and they had to manipulate it.
Oh yeah.
She says, "How's Tracy doing?" And I says, "She's yeah."
I'm getting there, Ruby. I had to bake tonight. Do something. I need a bun.
She needs a bun fix.
I do.
Oh, I've found this recipe, and it's like sticky toffee tray bake. Honestly.
Ooh.
Let me find it. Yeah. I've got another one and all, and it's called Honey Slice, and it's basically like an oat, cereal bar, but it's all put together with made with honey. I've got to find it now. Oh, I found another one as well. Victoria sponge cupcakes. Oh dear. Got to find it now, Tracy. Oh. Well, where is it? Here. It's on a site called Scottish Scran. Delicious sticky toffee pudding tray bake. Oh, it looks absolutely gorgeous. And funnily enough, I think you put dates in it, and I've got some.
Are they like? Oh no, they're not.
But you see, it says here to make your own caramel sauce. But obviously, you know, I've always got caramel sauce in cupboard. 250 grams of chopped dates.
What's dates?
A bit like prunes.
Is it like a prune?
When I've got. Let me have a look. Let me show you. I'll find them first. Sorry about this.
It's all right. You could have left it, Jeanette.
Oh. Obviously not in that one. I'll get this drawer back in now. Baby. Get me. Put me that drawer back.
Hang on.
Drawer, put them back in. I'm trying to find, I've got some dates somewhere and I'm trying to find them for Tracy.
Don't mind that. Shut up.
I'll find them in a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, you're all right, love.
Hiya, Johnny.
I'm just going to say they're like prunes, but I've seen prunes in a tin. Do you get them fresh? Like
you can get them. You can get them like like you buy raisins.
Yeah.
And sultanas. You can buy them like that, and they're just called.
Oh, I'll get him later.
Pitted dates.
Oh, let's have a look. But yeah,
Johnny says he's shaking. He's just paid 79 quid for 3 rolls of roofing felt.
You say you couldn't get them for free, Johnny. You're slacking, mate.
I know.
Oh well, everything else is done so good, haven't you, Johnny?
Oh, buddy. You really?
Mickey's having a dig at me, are you, love?
Really? Oh, that's good.
Oh, he's having them tonight, Jolene.
Hey?
Yeah.
That's it on.
But yeah, I mean, you can't really see it, but I'll just turn the thing down and
Brightness.
yeah. And then I can show you. It looks absolutely gorgeous. How your nose, bro?
Hello, bro. Hello, Johnny.
Ooh. Yes, Ruby. They like rocking horse shit.
You're only allowed 2 boxes here.
Yeah, we in our supermarkets you're only allowed 2 cartons.
So I buy 2, walk out, put my boot, walk back in and get another 2. Yay, zero.
Trying to find a suitable picture to show you all. But rather than making my own toffee, I've always got the carnation caramel in my cupboard. I'll just my card just fell out. I'll just put my other camera on so you can see it a bit. It's a lot clearer picture on this camera. Look, that's it. Look.
Ooh, yeah, that looks nice.
That is the sticky toffee tray bait.
That'd be nice with a bit of custard on, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's that sort of thing where it's quite. Yeah, you can have it with ice cream. I've just had a thing and it says energy bills to drop significantly from July.
Yeah, 2027.
Mhm.
But everybody's.
So, yeah. I mean, if that's eggs here are up to £1 for 3. So yeah, I mean, if we're all in agreement, like Tracy, Laurie, we can make that next week if you want. I have got some dates because I bought them for summer tells. Yeah, I bet any money.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
They've got them in Morrison's because I bought mine from Asda.
They probably will do. They've all dry fruit, currant, sultan.
Yeah. That's where they'll be.
I've had dates before.
Laura says £3.50 a dozen. Oh my giddy eye!
Is that eggs?
Yeah.
Jesus.
My shop next door tonight.
I'm thinking of buying my own chicken.
We get ours in bulk now because next door he wants £3.50 for 12 or £1. What did I pay for them eggs from next door? £1, nearly £2, just under £2 just for 6 large eggs.
You know, bro says it's only £1 for 15 eggs in Aldi.
Well,
where's our nearest Aldi?
Town, I think. Oh, Manor. I think there's one at Manor, or there used to be. I don't know whether there still is or not.
But yeah, honestly. But you see, this is the thing. If Chris goes down to our Asda and they've actually got eggs in, he'll get them while they've got them.
Guaranteed you go out next day, they've gone.
Is that Hooded Ninja I've just seen?
Pardon?
Is that Hooded Ninja I've just seen?
Yeah, she's been outside.
Well, what we'll have to do, Johnny, is next time we come over to yours, you'll have to take Chris and I'll have to get some. It says £4.50 for 3.30 down at
down at our meat factory.
But yeah, it's like this. It's potluck down at our Asda. Sometimes they've got them in. Sometimes they, shelves as big.
I didn't have no eggs in, so I had to go to my next door and pay out of nose just for 6.
Joel says bought 4 organic eggs, €3.49, €3.49, a little more than £3. Jesus wept. For 4.
I know. You'd be better off going to the farm and buying them cheaper.
Yeah.
Farmers.
But some, as I say, next time we come over to yours, Johnny could take Chris wherever you get yours from and get me a. But the thing is, it's like, because I bake a lot, it's like an essential to me. It's like flour. It's an essential.
Yeah. I've always got plenty of that, and it's always eggs.
So, when Chris goes down to our local Asda, if they've got them in, he'll get them me.
Yeah.
But you see, here in this country, they're blaming the avian bird flu. So, what the real reason is, I don't know.
That's what they're really saying. Do you know what the real reason is? I think I know a little bit. It's because everyone's putting prices up, aren't they? And the farmers, they're thinking, well, we're putting our prices up too. But then the shops like Morrison's and Asda, they don't want to pay any extra for their eggs. So they're just saying to all customers, oh, there's a sort of shortage.
Yeah, but you see, I looked at it this way, Tracy. The farmers have got to feed the chickens.
Yeah.
So you look at prices at feed and everything, and what goes into rearing chickens. They've got to pass their prices on to the supermarkets.
Yeah, and it's supermarkets what don't want to pay any extra. So they're making it out that, oh,
Yeah.
there's no lorry drivers or whatever.
But yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, you can't blame the farmers for putting their prices up because, you know, prices of feed, etc. is going up. So they've, you know, they've got to pass that extra cost onto the supermarkets. So yeah, it's I mean, I look at it this way: if that's the case, and yeah, oh, Tim says, well, when I say near us, it's about 5-10 minutes away, Tim, but we have got one just up road. Tim says they do 15 for a pound in farm foods, baby.
How much?
15 eggs for a pound.
Biscuit, stop shagging carpet. Thank you.
It's not. Don't forget, I'm on a live stream. Yeah.
Sorry.
What he's doing is rubbing his chin on floor.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got leg movement as well.
Carpet fetish.
Well, it's like you. When you've got an itch, you scratch it with your hand, don't you? He ain't got no hands, so he's
Yeah, don't get off on it.
But yeah, the thing is, Ruby, they're coming up with all these excuses. When all's said and done, it's the supermarkets not wanting to put the farmers are having to put the prices of selling their eggs to the supermarket because of feed, etc. But the supermarkets aren't wanting to pay any extra. Now what he's doing, Joel, on the carpet is like rubbing his chin. You know, like he's got an itch underneath his chin. So he's like rubbing his chin on carpet. So I just says to Chris, I says, well, when you've got an itch, you scratch it, don't you? But he ain't got no hands to scratch it, so he's rubbing his chin on carpet. But yeah, that's. I think the farm foods is a lot closer.
I've got one lot out and I've put other lot in because I put my first lot in a little bit before you put yours in.
There you go.
Yeah, mine I've just put them onto the cooler rack.
Yeah, I want to cool. Are they rose a lot?
Well, not really. No, that come over the top because I had to mix it up and let's save some for other lots. So them ones might be bigger than these first ones, but just two got a little bit caught. But I can soon sort that out. We'll take it off and put a bit of chocolate on.
Ooh.
But these ones haven't come up because they were only a little. There wasn't much batter in it. But I can sort that out with topping. What I'm going to put on.
Yeah.
But them ones are rising already, and they've only been in.
We see. I don't like to leave. I mean,
put too much batter in one lot and not
the muffins, but I don't like things plain. I like to.
There's a lot of chocolate.
You know.
I'll just
Chris, oh, very nice. Ooh. I want my skewer thing.
It's on your laptop.
Yeah, it's because it's that lip. You know, you can't get stuff nowadays.
I will try.
Ooh, look at them.
Ooh, yeah. See your chocolates all over the top. Mine are on top as well. So some underneath.
So Chris is just getting me prodder. I think they're done, yeah. Definitely. Yeah, not coming out with any crumbs or anything on them, so yeah. But can you see what I mean? To me, they're sort of plain. So when they've cooled down and I take them out, I'm gonna melt. I've got some white chocolate.
Yeah.
Well, chips anyway. When I melt a bit of white chocolate, drizzle some white chocolate over them. But I'm gonna colour this. I don't know. I've got orange. to make stand by, you know what I mean? I was looking through my colours, and yeah, that's what. So yeah, so I've got that orange, and I thought, ooh. But the thing is, same as I say, simple to do, you know, bro. Yeah. So I've got white chocolate chips. I'm going to get Chris to melt that when these have cooled down, and I'm going to add just a drop of orange food colouring. Pour them on, drizzle it on, and then I've got these jazzy sprinkles, and they're like pink, white, and purple sprinkles. So, baby, can you get me a tea towel, please?
No, we ain't got one.
Shut up.
No, serious. Don't you all sucked them all up.
Hi, Car.
Oh, Kathleen.
Are you out of ninja mode now?
You what?
Are you out of ninja mode?
No, I've been on phone with husband.
Do you mean?
Oh. Why?
Tell him I'm not coming. I want some more money. I'm not coming home because I'm going out on piss on Saturday night. He went, oh, all right, love, I'll do it.
Well, there you go, Kath. You know, you told him straight.
Yeah, I got no problem. It's just yes, love, no love. Just me
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I got a good and I'm not bothered. So, you know, you got to look around. That's why we get mud. We don't go for first we see. We look around and go, well, a bit of this, a bit of that, build up, put it all into one, and that's my mouth. I went out and found what I wanted.
But, yeah. I mean, it's like me with Chris, Kath. If I says to him tomorrow, oh, I'm going out on piss with Kath and Tracy and whatever on Saturday night, he'd say, oh, see you, have a good time. But it's my mobility that lets me down. I can't, you know.
I'll be taking you, don't you? And I'll be coming to get you.
You got an extra large
when I'm hungry,
wheelbarrow.
Food.
Hey?
I said, when I've had a drink, I need food. So you'll be looking around for food.
You get major munchies then when you piss?
Oh, yes, I get munchies. And then I have to come home and exercise because I have to get it all off.
Yeah,
the partner says there's a couple of Aldi's near me. One next to Asda off Parkway. You mean Answorth one. And then other ones, St Mary's Gate. Baby. Yeah.
Well, you coming in?
I think Chris says he knows where they are, partners. But you see the one at off a park, yeah. Is it? Mm. The one on the Parkway is probably a bit further away than the one at St Mary. Ooh, a bit hot. Oh, you can smell banana in them. Okie dokie then, Amjad. Going over to Katie's. Oh, I nearly dropped that one. But yeah, Chris particularly likes this recipe tonight because it's very, very little, yeah, not a deal of washing up. Because I says to him, I says you'll be pleased to find out that yeah, there's not many ingredients. Honestly, Brissy, well, absolutely lovely. But I'm just putting my little take on it. I'm gonna, when they've cooled down, I'm gonna melt some white chocolate. Add like a little drop of orange colouring, drizzle it onto me muffins, and then put a few like sprinkles. But yeah, Briss is the what he likes anything like bananas, chocolate chip loaf, muffins, anything. And I'm just doing this just to prove to him how easy it is. And the thing is, Briss, even if you ain't got a handheld electric mixer, a whisk will do. You know what I mean? All you need is some bun cases, and you know, jobs are good. In. So yeah, I mean, with Tracy saying that she wanted to bake with me this week, I thought I'll sort of do something simple because I know she's in a lot of pain, you see. And I sent 3 recipes, and then I said, scrap them 3. I says, I find one even simpler, you know, bananas, chocolate chip muffins. But you see, I love bananas. Now, Callum and Chris, you know what I mean? But when they're in a muffin like this, you know, they'll eat them. When they're baked in something, you know, a raw banana. It's like in the morning, I have pancakes. You know, these like American style fluffy pancakes. And I have a banana on them every morning. Well, not every morning, but when we've got the pancakes. But I've tried making these American pancakes, and I don't know whether there's a special ingredient or what it is, but I can never get them to fluff up like, you know, like when you buy them in the supermarket.
Want to sit down? Want to sit down?
I'm just going to nip upstairs to get my packet of fags. I've just got that chocolate all broke up to melt. Well, there's some.
I mean, don't get me wrong, an electric mixer comes in handy, Raphael, but, you know, not everybody's got an electric mixer. I've got about 4 or 5. Plus, I've got a big stand mixer. Now, my next acquisition. It don't matter which hand you use, Raphael. You know, you've got 2 of them. I've got one of these big electric stand mixers, and the reason why I don't use it on a live baking stream is it's bloody noisy, and that's why that's why I sort of did my bananas at a time, because my food processor's noisy as well. Oh yeah, my next acquisition, I want one of these, you know, what they call stick blenders. You know, and they chop things, you can make smoothies with them, you know, everything. So yeah, that's what I want next. We've got to buy a new Dolce machine before then. So yeah. But I mean, I've seen them quite cheap. I mean, I've seen them for about 16, 70 quid. 16, 17 quid. So they're not overly expensive, but they come with like a beaker. So if you've got to mix some, you know, like a smoothie or something, you just put the ingredients in your beaker, pop this stick blender on with whisk attachment. You know, it's got a chopper attachment. You know, it's got all sorts. So, I think that's only just arrived in UK, Laura. That Temu. I'll see if I can what, you know, if I can show you what I mean. That's that sort of thing I'm on about. Look, yeah, we've got every attachment, you know, whisk, chopper, you know, all sorts. But you see, they also class it as a food processor kind of thing as well. But it's classed as an hand blender. Kitchen stick immersion blender. That's what the proper name for it. And it's got a whisk, like a chopping blade, a 600ml cup for smoothies, baby food, sauces. No, it's totally different to that, Jackie. It's just show. Let me put this camera on, and then you might see it a bit better. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
You see, it's got like a whisk attachment, a beaker. That thing there is like a chopper where you could chop meat and all sorts. Come in very handy. So yeah.
That's chocolate.
But yeah, that's one place I'd never buy off Partners Wish. I mean, they've got a pretty reasonably priced one in Wilko's. Where did you find it? That were on Amazon. But you see, we've got a local. It's like a hardware. I don't know what you call it. And yeah, you can buy it. All sorts, and it's called Wilkinson's, and they've got them for about £16 in there. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, Raphael. With a small cup like that, it'd be no good like mincing stuff in. You know, it's like I would imagine ideal for.
That's the other six, Jeanette. They've come out a bit bigger, and
yeah,
I turned temperature down a little bit with it being my allergen cooker.
Yeah,
and I think that's why them two got caught. But I can take it off before I put the chocolate on, or I don't suppose it'll matter. It's a bit of chocolate, what's got caught, and a bit of banana.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I have seen that team who advertised Laurie, but yeah, same as I say, I'm a bit dubious because, you know, prices are cheap. Laurie says she's got a lot of stuff from Temu, love it. But this is the thing, I mean, you know, like Wish, I'd never buy out off a Wish, never. So, you know, it's either Amazon or it's local Wilko, you know what I mean? Because they have got them there. Yeah, they're white, but baby. Yeah. Will you melt us this chocolate? Yeah. I mean, no, you can't really chop a lot of meat in it, but yeah, you'd have to keep filling it up and emptying it, filling it up and emptying it. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just sort of just ideal for like chopping onions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Things that you need to chop up, but you know, not big quantities. But yeah, no, yeah, Chris, I think he's only ordered a couple of things off Wish, Laurie, and he wished he hadn't. Oh dear, but yeah, I'd never order off a Wish. But it's either order off Amazon or get it from our local Wilko's. I mean, people here in the UK know what I'm talking about when I talk. I don't Wilco's, but yeah, I mean, they have actually got something else in that I want. Well, need. They've got, you know, like these drawers that I've got aside of me. They've got exactly, well, not exactly the same, similar. But they're on wheels, and it's not a bad price either, £22. So I thought that was quite good for Wilco's. So, you know, that's sort of, yeah. The next two things that I need is another set of drawers and one of these stick blender things. So yeah, I've just got crisp salt pots ready to. Yeah, well, you see, I've got a big food processor, Raphael, and it was cheap version, but I've never had a problem with that. So you know what I mean? It's sort of served its purpose for what I want it for, if you know what I mean. Yeah, well, you see, I've seen them in Wilco's, them stick blenders they're called, and they're only about 16, 17 quid. And I said to Chris, I said I could do with one of them. So yeah, I'm just going to put a spot of orange colouring, and when I mean a spot, I mean a spot. I don't want it to be like fluorescent orange, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's like Wilco's. When I say Wilco's, it's sell everything: toiletries, bedding. I mean, you can't really class it as an hardware store, you know what I mean? But they've got, like, literally got everything in it. It needs a bit more. You know, it's one of them shops where you can, like, literally find anything. You see, we're going to have his eyes tested on Friday, and it's like one of these places where it's got, hey, that's the thing. I think there's an Aldi there. Right, I'm just thinking out loud. There's a Wilco's there as well. I might go in and have a look, see if they've got them in there. Because it is quite a big Wilco's. Yeah, but you see, it's only sort of like, you know, I tend to use mine a lot, Raphael, when I'm making like cheesecakes and things like that. You know, when you're making the base for your cheesecakes. Not exactly the colour I were looking for, but hey ho. It's orange, let's just say that.
Orange yellow. I just dropped a little bit of the yellow in this. That's all I had. But yeah, it's a bit thick.
Sort of not the orange I were looking for, but it's sort of something like. I don't want to go too gung-ho with it, and then it end up fluorescent orange. You know what I mean? It'll do. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I mean, the recipe this is sort of just my little take on things. I'm going to drizzle a bit of this, it's just white chocolate and food colouring. Just going to drizzle it. Come on, it's not wanting to come off at a spoon. I'm just going to drizzle some of this. Not wanting to play ball, Tracy.
Yeah, mine's a little bit thick, but
it's not wanting to come off its spoon.
I think if I put it in any longer, I don't want it to burn.
You see, that's what I don't want to put it in a piping bag and then it, you know, split all over the place. It's just to, how can I put it? To jazz them up a little bit. I mean, you don't have to do this bit, you know what I mean? But I think they look a bit plain on their own. So yeah, I mean, it's not gonna harm the flavour in any way, shape, or form.
It's only chocolate, isn't it? Basically?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's just white chocolate. So yeah, it's not gonna alter the flavour. So yeah, and you know, by adding the colouring to it, that's not going to alter the taste. When all said and done, same as Tracy says, it's just white chocolate. But I don't. Yeah, same as Tracy says about hers, it's a bit thick.
It is. Mine is thick because it's not baking chocolate; it's properly chocolate you eat.
Yeah.
And I've just melted it.
Well, these is just them chocolate chips. You know what I mean? Hi, Zoe. So
how thick my chocolate is, Jeanette. Doesn't even fall off a spoon.
No.
But I've got it.
Well, I you know, when I, you know, famous last words when I says I'm going to drizzle some on top.
Yeah, I'll do that as well. I've got some chocolate. And then I've got some sprinkles to go up top. Chocolate sprinkles.
Oh, well. Zoe is Terry's sister, for those that didn't know. But at least they don't look plain, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I was expecting a bit better orange colour than, yeah, but hey ho. Not to worry. Oh, now it's drizzling off at spoon. I've got to end.
I've got no radiators on.
It does look a bit that colour, Raphael. He says, now you can say you've made muffins with Thousand Island dressing on top. It does look it does look a bit like that colour. Pity I ain't got no prawns. Stick on top. Did you hear that?
What did you say?
I said, it's just a pity I haven't got any prawns to stick on top. And he says, you what? I don't like prawns. But yeah, No wrong with his hearing.
What?
Ha ha ha. Just think I was born yesterday. But I could have probably done with, you know, vibrant pink or something like that. Crypto's laughing at you. When I says it's a pity I ain't got any prawns, and you says, say what? They're laughing at you. He definitely won't eat them then, Crypto, if I put some prawns on top. Definitely not. Like, oh, thank you, Tim. So yeah, I've just got some sprinkles now. Just to
picking out which one's mine.
Oh, you're not.
No.
Oh, you're not.
Finger.
just to make them look that bit more jazzy. These are jazzy sprinkles. It just like hundreds and thousands basically, but the purple, white, pink, you know. Hi, Gary.
Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, we've nearly finished, Gary.
Where you be, boy?
What time do you call this?
Sacked.
We're just adding the finishing touches to them, Gary. Yeah, I've put some white chocolate on top, but I've coloured it with some orange, and it looks like more like Thousand Island dressing than like orange, like chocolate. Thank you, Jackie. It's all right. Chris has already been looking and picking his ones out. Mm-hmm. You know what it's like. Mm-hmm. You know what my mum always used to say? You get what you're given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you don't eat it tonight, you'll get it warmed up tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, my mum used to say, if you don't eat it, you're not leaving the table. So if there was something in particular I didn't like, I'd be sitting there all night. No, I wouldn't really, but thank you very much, Sir Raphael, sir.
I like chocolate.
So yeah, hiya, Richard, another late straggler. You know, I'm only joking, Richard. Yeah, that's it.
I'm not what you bloody mean.
Yeah.
All this time.
What time do you call this?
You got Tracy at it now.
Get up, notice that.
So yeah, next week we're in agreement with Laurie that we're making sticky toffee tray bake.
Tray bake.
I'll just give you a close up because I don't want to tilt them too much because they're falling off it. Do they, door?
Give me close up. Give me close up. Look.
Oh, yeah, look at them now.
Mine's been that thick chocolate. I've just run out.
Yeah, I think in all fairness, I could have picked a better colour because it's gone like a Scotty G Films. Thank you, Scotty.
Don't matter about that one. We're not having.
Hey, I tell you something else to know, Gary.
Gary?
He had heart palpitations because he spent 70 odd quid on some felt for roofing. So, yeah. Close up look up. With me jazzy things on top. So, yeah, there's still a tad warm, so I'll not tell Christopher I'm in fridge just yet. Oh, dear. Better luck next time, Crypto. Says she wrote in the mouth. Oh, dear. So, I'm going to put the link in. And I'm going to pin it. So if anybody wants to come on the panel, yeah, now we've finished baking, be my guest. So, thing is, Crypto, you've got to be quicker than that. I always say the recipe is in the description, but if anybody wants any recipes like past live streams, etc., just give me a message on Facebook. I am on Facebook, either that or Instagram, and I'll happily send you the recipe.
This will make you laugh, Abby.
What?
Wasn't the Who Players group says any free agents that would go for us next season due to our budget? Somebody's put 007's not too bad.
So yeah, so links there if anybody wants to come up. Tracy's just finishing off. Are they them like choco bean things, Tracy?
Yeah, choco bean.
Nice. Yeah.
And I've just run out of chocolate on that. For that one, I've got no on, and that one's only got a little bit on. So that one can stay plain.
Yeah, you've got one that's only got a bit on, and other one that's got none on.
Yeah, and that one.
Gary says he feels better for that, Tracy, because he spent 40 quid on roofing felt on it for his dad's bricked shed. Picked up wrong roll of felt that thought it was the cheap 25 quid stuff until I went to the till. Oh dear.
Oh. Yeah, so I've done my best. I wanted some. Honestly,
Tracy, they look absolutely fabulous. Okie dokie then, Laurie. I'll send you that recipe.
Got none on at all.
Never mind. Johnny can have that one.
Splatter on, but not all right.
I say, Chris, that made Chris laugh when you said that one without no chocolate on, and I said, "Yeah, Johnny can have that one." Chris was absolutely Chris, and we're laughing. So I'll yeah.
Right, Kath, do you want to come and sit here a minute and let me sit there?
Raphael says that one without chocolate on, that's the tester one. That's one way of pouring it anyway.
Just move my buns.
That's just like a little tester one.
Yeah.
The diet one. I like that one, Raphael. I keep calling you Raphael, and it's Raphael. I'm thinking it Ninja Turtles. That's where it is. Sorry, Raphael. But they're sort of partly healthy because they've got bananas in them, aren't they? And they're not got butter in, so they're made with vegetable oil. So that's another healthy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they're partly healthy. Oh dear. Hey, I'll tell you something, Raphael. I went into somebody's live stream other week, and this particular guy had been coming into my live streams, and I known him as that certain name. So I went in this live stream and I called him the original name, that because he'd changed his name. And anyway, so I went into this person's live stream and I called him by his original name, not the host, somebody that were in chat. And I got a right bollocking. Excuse the language. So I says, well, I only know him as that name. Yeah, he's changed his name. And the person in question, not the host, but the guy in the chat, says it's okay. I'm allowed to call him that because I'm used to that. So yeah, but the host had got a problem with me calling him the original name for some reason or other, and I got a right bollocking.
Yeah.
So, but I look at it this way: if the person don't mind you calling them by that name, then what's the problem?
Well, true,
somehow the host had got a problem with it.
I don't do anybody else, do it?
No.
So I just put in chat, Richard. I've always known him as that. He's always come in my chat as that. I can't get used to the fact that he's changed his name. He's happy with me calling him by that name. So where's the problem? And I left, and I haven't been back since.
You don't blame you, love.
You know what I mean? You know me. I don't like any palaver, drama, whatever. And I just says, I've only ever known him as that name. I don't know him as any other name. If that person is quite happy for me to call him that name, then what's your problem? And with that, I just left. And I thought, I'm not getting into, you know what I mean? I'm not getting into a slanging match, you know what I mean? That's not me. So I just left and I thought, well, yeah. The thing is, Laura's just been on about it, Amjad, and she says she likes it. And I was talking about my next purchase is going to be one of them stick blenders. Now, I've seen them in Wilko's. I think they're 16, 17 quid. Now, for that, I don't think they're bad because they've got like a stand where you put all your attachments. It's got a whisk attachment. It's got like a food processor attachment, like a beaker that you can make smoothies with or milkshakes or whatever, you know what I mean? Now, I didn't think they were bad for the price. But this is the thing, Partnest. I know Partnest's real name, but I've only ever known him as Partnest. So I call him Partnest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or Jim Bob.
So,
I mean, Tim doesn't mind us calling him Tim, and it's not Tim, it's grass cutter Palmer, isn't it?
yeah, but we've always known him as Tim, though, haven't we?
Yeah. So we say, hiya, Tim. If you
It's like you, Tracy. You know, I'm Jeanette Pickering. You're Tracy Nicholson. Now, if you decided to change your name to the Tracy Nicholson Baking Show, I'd still call you Tracy because I know you as that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
She calls me whatever she wants to call
me. Depends what mood I'm in. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Does he ever get Christopher off you when he's done you? No.
Nobody calls him Christopher. No. There's only one person used to call him Christopher, and that was his mum. So no. Christopher's a no.
My brother, I say Chris all the time, but when I'm angry with him, I go Christopher. You know, like that.
Yeah.
Do you ever say that?
But yeah, there's only one. There were only one person that could call him Christopher, and that was his mum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do love you.
But it's like you get sort of like a regular lot in your channel, And you know,
Fortunately, Richard's one of them.
Oh, Richard did you that? But you see, I mean, you know, it's RB Rail, but I've always he's been with me from day one, and I've always called him Richard. So I don't call him RB Rail. I call him Richard. I missed it. You'll have to say it again. Oh dear. Never mind. Never mind. Eh? Links up there if anybody wants to come up.
We'll come up to it tonight.
But this is the thing, Raphael. I've always known you as Raphael Scrapper. So yeah, you know, if you happen to change your name, you know what I mean? I'd still call you Raphael. You know what I mean? It's like I know your nose bro's first name, but I still call him your nose bro. You know what I mean? Ooh, that sounds very regal, Gary.
Huh?
Gary William James Ross.
Yeah. William, hello.
Well, Chris is actually Christopher John. So he's a dear John.
My middle name is Anne Tracy.
Yeah, even Tracy's got a royal name.
Well, you got Tracy.
Anne. That was his mum's name.
A-double-N-E or A-double-N?
Just A-double-N.
Proper way of spelling it.
Yeah. Your
A-double-N.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my A-double-N. No E. No,
But it's what you get used to. Richard has been with me the whole 6 years since I started my channel. Now I've always known him as Richard. So when he comes in as RB Rail, I say Richard because I know him. You know.
Yeah. But do you remember Spencer Tracy?
Yeah.
That was his surname, wasn't it, Tracy?
Oh yeah.
When I was born in the 70s, my mum didn't know what to call me. I didn't have a name for about 8 weeks until she watched Spencer Tracy and she went, Tracy.
Ah.
That's my
I don't know what my mum were thinking, calling me Jeanette. I ain't got a middle name, I'm just plain old Jeanette.
My husband called her Janet.
Janet. I answer to most things, Kath, you know. It's got a variation of spellings. You know, like gin and tonic, you spell Jeanette that way. G-I-N-N-E-T-T-E. Jeanette. I'm a Jeanette.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jeanette, that's another spelling for it.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, Tim. When people come in and yeah, it's like crypto. I know her real name, but I always still call her crypto. You know what I mean? It's because people.
I know her real name is Kinkity-Kidoo.
Get that one in, haven't you, crypto?
Leave wants for that.
But yeah, you know what I mean. And it's yeah, same as Tim says, it's hard to respect. I've always known RB Rail as Richard because he's been with me right from the very beginning. So I've always known him as Richard.
That's good. Won't go over the pig.
It's a bit chocolate to say. I forgot about that.
I'll let you put these in the fridge now, baby, because they've cooled down.
Yeah, we just finished retiring. Watching Joel's bookshop video.
Ah, he's just watching your video, Joel. Ain't nobody coming up on panel?
No, I didn't do it.
No. Ooh, Callum's middle name's James as well.
Oh, Callum doesn't have to do any more maths.
So he's only got going on Thursdays. Yeah. It's a good name, James. Tim's middle name's James.
There you go, man.
Yeah, Callum is Callum James.
I'm TJ Theories. It's a bugger when it comes with postman, Mr. TJ Pickering, isn't it? What who's is who's? If it's telephone bill, say, oh, Callum, that's yours.
She's probably keeping it a surprise for everybody. So, you don't know. It is. The same as I said, Gary. I don't mind it. It's a good laugh. You know, I've sort of gone past stage where I'm thinking, well, who's that? Who's that one? Who's that? You know what I mean? If it's sort of like just banter, you know what I mean? It's all good fun. But you know what I mean? It's. But this is the thing. I mean, people have said like, putting your name as your channel name. You know, it don't get you very far.
Unless you've got something very famous.
But it's like this. I couldn't get a toss. Jeanette's the name, and that's what I'm sticking to. You know what I mean? People, you know, people have said, well, why don't you call your channel baking something or other? You know what I mean? But I don't just do baking. I do live streams as well. You know what I mean? I do everything. So yeah, people know me as Jeanette. People know my channel name as Jeanette Pickering. So why change it when everybody knows who I am?
True.
It don't make sense. And then, you know, you've got people putting in your comments, so I think you ought to change your channel name to this, that, and or other. You know what I mean? When I take advice from somebody telling me to change my channel name, yeah, it's never going to happen. You know what I mean?
I do, yeah.
I'm trundling along just fine as I am. This is the only channel I've got. I've not got any other channels. You know what I mean? And it's like this. Like it or lump it. Yeah. You either like me or you don't. I couldn't give a shit whether you like me or not. Did that make you laugh, Kath?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're I think
But Tracy knows me, and she knows that what I'm saying is true. I couldn't give a shit.
my husband don't know who you are. All he knows is you're a friend. I watched your Tracy Bakes with you. He said, but she's going to be fun if you ever went out with that lady. And
When she's got you upstairs, she means she's in bedroom with a computer, Jeanette, and she has the volume up.
yeah, because what she's saying.
She wants to hear it.
She don't want to. Yeah. Hey, oh, Kath, let's get this straight. You only have volume up because you don't want to miss any gossip.
I don't miss any anyway. I'm in chat looking to see what everybody's saying.
But yeah, Gary says, you know me, Ronnie Pickering. But yeah, I wished I'd got a pound for every time and anybody had asked me that. Are you related to Ronnie Pickering?
At least 2 or 3 times a month on my pictures. Are you related to Ronnie?
But you see, this is the thing, Raphael. I don't want to change it. People all know me as Jeanette Pickering. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not their business anyway. What you want to be called?
Yeah, I can remember that, Amjad. I mean, I've even had them coming in on my channel as myself. How daft is that? About trolls. So why would I come and look at my own live stream?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Tim. If there's a lot of Tim Palmers about, yeah, I can understand it like that. But there's only me and one other channel called Jeanette Pickering. So, you know, I'm happy to stay as I am, you know, trundle along, you know what I mean? But oh, dear. Yeah. Well, there were several actually, Amjad, weren't they, coming that night as Jeanette Pickering. Even down to my profile picture. Got exact same profile picture as what I'd got. And there were, there were several coming that night as me. But never mind. Well, you've made it when you've got... Yeah, see you later, Jackie.
Okay.
So, yeah, and I always say, Kath, I'm like Marmite. You either love me or you hate me.
Mm-hmm. I don't like Marmite. I like bananas.
If you don't like me, don't let door catch you on or something way out. Bye.
I don't like Marmite, but I like bananas. Let's grab them.
Can't stand Marmite.
No, she can't.
No, neither can
I.
I'm not a big lover of it. I don't eat it.
They broke the mould when they made me raffle.
No.
I'm one of a kind. It says I'm very bad with remembering names, and for me, you are and will be Jeanette. After I hear the first few words, I will know who it is. Either that or me laugh raffle.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's what she was saying about. That's what I was saying about Stuart and husband. She knows when she's talking to you. Well, not talking to you, but she knows when she's watching your live.
Yeah, because of me laugh.
Here's your laugh from downstairs.
I can't see friends.
They didn't break the mold with me. But yeah. Hi, Daniel. How are you?
Hi, Daniel.
But yeah, it's like this, and my mum always said this to me as well. You can only please some of the people, but you can't please some of the most people all the time, if you know what I mean. Yeah, not too bad, Daniel. You know what I mean? Keep plodding along, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's oh, well, it's sort of incorporating your name, but it's incorporating what you do as well, Tim, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense. But yeah, that's one thing that bugs me, is the fact that people think they know better than what I do, wanting me to change my channel name. I'm not going to change my name just to please anybody, or Jack, Jim, or Dick, or Harry. You know what I mean?
It's your name.
If I'm happy with it, then sod it what anybody else thinks.
You do it to please yourself, not somebody else.
You know what I mean? And that's my sentiment, you know what I mean? So long as you're happy with it, sod anybody else. Don't, like it made my blood boil that day. Why are you trying to tell me to change my name? I don't want to change my name. And I just put, people know me as Jeanette Pickering, so it's staying as it is. End of. When I go to Raphael's, when I go to Tim's, when I go to anybody else's live stream, they all know who it is, because I've been there, hundreds of times. You know what I mean? People know who I am when my name comes up as Jeanette Pickering. So why would I change it? But exactly, Crypto, exactly. You know what I mean? I ain't. This is the thing. I ain't here to please anybody. I just like to bake on a Tuesday night to pass my knowledge on to other people, saying, "Well, look, this is how simple this recipe." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The recipe that we've done tonight is this simple. I don't do these posh, like 10-tier cakes and whatever. I do things that I know people will enjoy and say, well, I'll have a go at making that. You know what I mean? You see, when Tracy first started baking with me, she says, I ain't baked in years. We've baked banana chocolate chip muffins. Something nice and simple. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's and sort of, me and Tracy had this conversation because originally we were friends with Johnny, and then like Tracy started coming up, and she says, I haven't baked in years. I want to start getting back to baking again. And as they say, the rest is history. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, like.
I said to you, didn't I? I'm going to bake with you tonight, but I won't be on camera. I'm just going to copy you because I want to do what you're doing.
I mean, you've been joining me for about 3 years now, haven't you, Tracy?
Yeah.
Like 3 years this year.
Yeah.
And looking back at the old live streams, Tracy didn't say anything. She'd just bake with me, but not say anything. She'd leave out talking to me. Now, this is what I'm saying. It's given Tracy the confidence that she needed. And now she's on, she's on camera. She's even done a live stream all by herself when we were on holiday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, banana chocolate chip muffins. So, yeah. So I like the thought that I've given Tracy that confidence, or the confidence to, do a live stream by herself. You know what I mean?
I did it because you want to eat one, didn't I?
We were on holiday, weren't we? That night. She did honestly, she smashed it out of water when she did that live stream all by herself. You know what I mean? And that is all down to her building a confidence up to be able to do that. You know what I mean? And I always say, if anybody wants to join me on the baking, yeah, we'll welcome you with open arms. I just like the thought that, I want to have a go at that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's another thing as well, partners. I was doing a baking live stream, and all of a sudden his internet went down. So Tracy carried on. You know what I mean? This is the thing.
Yeah, partners were there.
She carried on the momentum of the live stream, and it were off for about 2 hours, weren't it, Tracy?
Yeah. And I did an open panel for him to come on as well.
Yeah. This is the thing. She's got used to StreamYard. She's got used to YouTube part of it. You know what I mean? And this is, yeah. But, and this is what I always say. If I have a problem, if the internet goes kaput, I mean, it hasn't done since, but there's always that chance. But it were down for 2 hours, so there was nothing I could do about it. Quite literally. Thank you, Raphael. And it's like yours, I mean, it wouldn't do for us all to be on the same niche, you know what I mean? Your niche is scrapping. And I love that I sort of, on a Saturday night, I sort of take things apart, you know what I mean? Like on Saturday night, we're taking an iPad or something, and you want to think, I've never seen inside one a phone, two an iPad or anything, but it does open your eyes as to what's inside them.
Mm.
Oh, Tim says he said as soon as he gets a decent laptop, he's going to. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing, Tim. I always say, you tell me what sort of things you like, and I'll sort of, you know, look for a recipe accordingly.
As long as it's not got any coconut in it.
Chris says, as long as it ain't got any coconut in it. Coconut fan. So yeah, I mean, Tim's thing is like salted caramel. I've got no end like salted caramel cupcakes, apple and salted caramel, you know, monster bake. Richard said drizzle. But yeah, you know what I mean? Let's say hypothetically, if Richard wanted to join me on the baking and he wanted to make lemon drizzle, then we'd make lemon drizzle. You know what I mean? I've done all sorts of drizzle. You know, I've done lemon drizzle loaf thing. I've done lemon drizzle cupcakes. I've done lemon drizzle cookies. You know what I mean? I've drizzled the drizzle out of lemon drizzle.
You can never have enough drizzle.
But you know what I'm saying is I sort of try and cater. I mean, you see Laurie's one, she don't like cheesecake. So I try not to do anything like cheesecake related. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I you know, I'm willing to compromise, and if anybody wants to join me, I'm willing to search high and low for a recipe to suit that person that's joining me, let's say for the first time. I tell you what would be a nice easy recipe for you, Tim. But Chris don't like coconut. I was going to say the jam sponge with coconut on top, but they also, can you remember they're called retro tray bakes, and it's like a vanilla sponge tray bake, and then you put like a icing and water or milk like icing, and then you just sprinkles, you know what I mean? I forgot what it's called now. Yeah, it sort of made an appearance, and then he just went off grid again, didn't he, Amjad? Jason Summers.
Well,
but yeah, that'd be a nice easy one for Tim to start with, and it's I forgot what it's called now. Anyway, it's just like a tray bake, but it's a vanilla sponge mixture, and then you put like I think you meant to shut the kitchen door.
Is it an angel cake or something? Is it like an angel cake with icing on top?
I forget what the exact name of it is, but I have printed a recipe off. But I just retro. I know it's retro something or other.
Kath thinks that you've made it before.
I don't think so.
No. Unless it's called something else.
I thought, yeah, it might be something else.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Just my Johnny sending me a message back. Wanted to put my gas on.
You'll have to bear with me, guys. I'm just looking for it. Oh, I've got that honey sliced twice. We see what I do. I've got this old mobile, and what I do is like when I see yeah, Tim wants to make the jam sponge with coconut on top. Well, all you need really, Tim, is you can go to a pound shop and get some like aluminium trays, and that's all you need really, apart from your flour and whatever. I'm trying to find it, but I've got that. Oh, here. Let me have a look. Trying to see if it's got a picture. Right, I'll just put this other camera on so I can show it you. I found it. That's what I'm talking about. It's vanilla crapola.
It's like an old school pudding we used to get at school. I bet.
That's what I
With
thought.
sponge and icing on top.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to make it bigger so I can actually show you. So yeah, I mean, all it is like a plain sponge with icing and milk, and then you just put some sprinkles on top.
Mm.
But that is coming up as vanilla tray bake.
No.
But I know it is something else, like a retro something or other. I don't know. Forget what it's called now.
He wants to put something with jam on and coconut. Well, couldn't he do the jam and coconut and we do the icing? Because your husband don't like coconut, does he?
Yeah.
No.
I shrunk it.
He does. He likes coconut. He'd like to do it with coconut and jam, he said.
See you later, Raphael. Oh, I'm waving and I forgot to put the other camera on.
Jam, sponge, coconut top.
Yeah, see you later, Raphael. You see, probably what I could do is we could make the coconut sponge, but like my end, minus the coconut, and just put like sponge, jam, and then some sprinkles.
Or icing as well.
So yeah, you know what I mean. It's yeah.
Oh, no, you could do, Jeanette. You could crumble flake on top of your jam. It'll just look like coconut but brown.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea, Tracy.
Or you can grate it as well. You can grate your flake.
Ha ha.
Sprinkles on top of
Right,
your jam.
Callum's coming down and he's looking at the fridge, Callum. So yeah, I mean that's a good idea actually, Tracy, because flakes is easy enough to crumble up.
Yeah, it'll just like it'll just be like coconut.
Yeah.
Brown,
So instead of actually putting coconut on, like you know, you and Tim could just crumble some flake up on it.
Yeah, you could, would you?
Coconut on, put drizzle on it.
Drizzle. Him and his drizzle. Lemon.
I know he's like Richard. He's obsessed with drizzle.
He wants his lemon drizzle on.
He'll soon look like a lemon drizzle. But yeah, I mean, like we've said to Laurie we're making the sticky toffee pudding next week, tray bake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just let me know, Tim, when you want to bake with us. We'll do the coconut sponge, but same as Tracy says, instead of me putting coconut on top, I can crumble a flake. Yeah, that's a good idea. What Tracy say? That's a good idea. What Tracy's come up with. No, she says get some flakes and just instead of drizzling it with coconut, you know, put flake on top.
Might buy an extra one so I can munch on flake while I'm waiting.
Oh
dear me. Yeah. All you need, Tim, is Tracy gets like these aluminium foil things from Poundland. If you ain't got a tray bake thing, yeah, they're pound from Poundland.
Yeah, I've got 3 foil baking trays here, all together with sellotape on, and they're them, Tim. That's how deep they are. They look big on camera, but they're not very long, not very big. But you could use it for that.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you ingredients that you need, Tim.
In like chicken or oatmeal, cooking
Exactly,
meat.
You need plain flour, baking powder, butter, sugar, 4 eggs. Ha! 4 eggs. A quarter of a cup of milk and 3 teaspoons of vanilla. Now, icing, all you need is icing sugar, water, and some sprinkles. That's all you need. I've gone back to vanilla thing now. Do you know? If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous.
I did like to say it. What are you editing? Not editing.
So I'm looking for the coconut one. Aha. 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 That's the one.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely gorgeous with custard. It's like a very, you know, you can have it with custard, you can have it with ice cream. So you need caster sugar, butter, self-raising flour, 5 eggs if you can get them, coconut essence or vanilla because I've always got that, and it says 25 grams of desiccated coconut.
I've got some of that.
Yeah, and good quality raspberry jam, but I only ever buy strawberry jam, so I use strawberry jam on it. Because I made that for your nose broke because I knew it was one of his favourites. So, but yeah, all you need is one of them foil trays that Tracy's shown you. They do them in pan shop. Hiya, Gordo.
Hiya, Gordo.
So yeah, that's all you need, and your basic ingredients, your eggs, your flour. You know, let me know when you're ready. I'll send you a recipe. So you know exactly what to get. So then see you later, Joelle. But yeah, it's
Have a good one, Joelle.
This is what I'm saying. Even though Chris don't like coconut, same as I say, Tracy's come up with an alternative. You know what I mean? I can still make it, but instead of putting coconut on top, yeah, just break some flakes up. Yeah, you know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. I like to cater to anybody that wants to bake.
That wants to join us, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And thanks to Tracy for coming up with an alternative because somebody over there don't like coconut. But I know Gordo's just joined us, but I am going to call it a night because this lot's got to come down. Yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I do appreciate it. And, you know, I welcome anybody that wants to bake with me. You know, don't sort of say, oh, well, I can't bake. Everybody can bake.
Jamie Oliver, if you're watching, learn how to bake, boys.
You know what I mean? It's easy when you know, you've got to have your oven on right temperature. You've got to have all, you know,
caboodle.
You know, right ingredients. You know what I mean? I love bounties as well, Crypto. And you know, when you buy them celebrations, they only ones that are left. And I'm in my element because I love them.
Yeah.
sorry, I'm shutting it down, Gordo. You know, But yeah, I'll be around tomorrow evening anyway. So yeah, I welcome anybody that wants to bake with me. You know what I mean? If you get everything just right, then you've not got a problem.
What?
Just Gary, can you show me how to switch the cooker on, please? Oh dear, send me a picture, Gary, and I'll see what I can do. So yeah, see you all tomorrow evening. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed it. See you, Kath.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Till tomorrow.
Looking forward for you to joining me, Tim, on that coconut jam sponge.
Me too.
Go like that.
No, my God.
Yeah.